Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's the weekly Tiger breakdown. The Tigers, not the greatest week. They got swept by the Athletics this week, but won their series against the Royals 2-1. Did good there. Again, you're keeping on your playoff push, trying to do the best you can. I believe you are now 9.5 up going into the month of September.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing losing to the A's, but maybe they just weren't into it. The A's have been a pretty hot team as of late, but we're still in great shape. Can't foresee them not making the playoffs,
No, they should be good.
and that's all that matters. Get hot for the playoffs, and that Scooble had a great outing today.
Yeah, good. 7 shutout innings. They played well. Again, you go into a week where if you can just win games, you're gonna make it easier on yourself later on in the month. You're gonna play the Mets and the White Sox this week at home. So if you can end up winning both those series, the Mets have been struggling as of late. And then obviously the White Sox aren't the greatest team in the world either. But I mean, if you keep this push going, you're going to play well. You're going to have a chance of clinching earlier, which will give yourself the chance to breathe.
And the magic number is 18, they said.
Is it 18? Is that what they said?
I heard.
We're already talking about magic numbers. But like I said, you're sitting 9.5 up. You have all the cards. The only team in the Central that you're playing now is the Guardians, who you have 10 games up on, and you play 6 games against them. So even if you can win every game except for your games against the Guardians, and the Guardians have a good month, you're ahead of them by a good amount. So hopefully we're good in that instance of things.
It's a vicious battle going on behind us between Tom Murray. But I mean, I think it's just we're in a lull right now because we're waiting for the playoffs. We want the playoffs to come out. Who does it look like we might face first?
Well,
or
depending on where we sit. Well, we're going to buy. We're going to get a buy first round most likely because in the league overall, you're sitting 4.5 games up on Houston, which would be the West team. Both the Yankees and Red Sox have a better record than the AL West team. They will be your wild card teams. Going through what a wild card matchup would be for you afterwards, you either are going to end up playing New York, Boston, or the Mariners, or the West team, which could be the Astros. Currently, you might end up facing the Royals or the Rangers if they can somehow get in there too.
Right. I mean, there's no real team I can sit. Maybe Toronto. I'd be kind of afraid to play.
That would be your ALCS more than anything, because if you're 1 and 2, you don't play each other to the ALCS.
Right. And so I'd be a little hesitant to play them. So
well, I said you're sitting on top of the American League by half a game. If you go look at the overall, right, you're still 5 games back of the lowly Milwaukee Brewers, who have surged into the playoffs.
What's with them?
That could be your World Series. You could have a Tigers Brewers World Series or a Blue Jays Brewers World Series. The Phillies are also up there in the NL. You could have a Phillies Tigers, Phillies Blue Jays World Series.
Well, at least the Blue Jays Brewers would be all dome.
And there's already a team eliminated from playoff contention. The Colorado Rockies are not in the playoffs anymore.
Chicago White Sox.
They still have a chance. Less than 0.1%, but they still have a chance according to ESPN. But again, we'll see how this month goes. You should, if you play well, you should claim it by mid-month. Hopefully. But when you look at the schedule ahead, again, you kind of get lucky. You play the Mets, then the White Sox, which is a back and forth, right? The Mets aren't a terrible team, but they have struggled a bit throughout the year. They've been on and off. And then you play a bad White Sox team that you should win that series.
Are they a playoff team, the Mets?
They're a fringe playoff team.
Okay.
I would say. They have not played fantastic. I believe they're a wild card team right now, though. Then you're going to play the Yankees in New York, and then you're going to go to Miami. Again, a series you could lose, and then a series you should win. You should have no problem with it. Then you're going to go to Cleveland, or come home to face Cleveland, and then play Atlanta. Again, a series you could lose, but you're at home, so hopefully you can handle Cleveland. And then you're going to play Atlanta, a team you should win a series against.
Right.
Your last week is the only week that's questionable because you go to Cleveland and to Boston.
Okay.
Right, so you should be clinching this playoff spot.
We play Atlanta.
You should claim this playoff spot probably between the 14th and the 21st is what I'm going to say. You should, as long as you keep on track to what you're doing. If you fall off this next week and a half, then you're running into problems. But as long as you're winning and you can stay 10 games up, you should technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could technically be claiming a playoff spot by September 19th.
Well, more than likely. Well, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Right? If you're 10 games up and you can just keep on track with the Royals, right? When they win, you win. When they lose,
yeah.
Right? And you stay as high as you are, you just get to September 19th. And
your birthday.
You got a playoff spot.
That'd be a birthday present for you.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. So, but overall, Tigers are in a good spot. We have nothing to worry about with them. Hopefully, they end up not having any issues.
No, I don't think they will. I'm just hoping, like I said, it's all about getting hot for the playoffs. We're going to need these guys to be picked up, even though, they're not superstars, but we're going to need, Charlie Morton and Paddock to pitch well for us in the playoffs.
Yeah. Like I said, the Mets are going to be your one. Both New York teams will be your difficult series. Cleveland will be iffy. And then Boston will be a difficult series, I think. But the Mets are 73 and 64. They're the bottom wild card team in the National League, with the Reds 4 games behind them. I can hope the Reds catch up to them, but we'll see what ends up happening. But anything else to add to this?
No, I'm excited. Like I said, I think because we're so far up, it's tough to. We just want the playoffs to start, man. We want to come on, bring it on. So we're excited about. This is a big week. Football starts.
Lions start this weekend. Michigan State had a good game. We'll talk about that.
We got to talk about them. Yeah.
Red Wings are going to be starting soon. Training camp starts for them this month. There's just a lot going on. But hopefully everything goes well.
It's going to be a fun winter. It's going to be a fun winter for sports wise.
But we'll end it here. If you like to see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Tigers. What the last month you want to see, how that goes. Until next time, I'll see everybody soon.